So then we are all set to go. Top of the table clash in Group I sees Ghana top of the table away at Madagascar, but this is no more at home for Madagascar really than it is for Ghana, because we are in Morocco on neutral territory to see who will take the advantage in this group. Only one automatic place on offer for the World Cup. Same in all 9, as Africa gets 10 places in the World Cup for the first time. Madagascar starting off in second, 2 points behind their visitors. Know that a victory tonight will put them top and put them in the box seat. We're into the second half now of World Cup qualifying in Africa. Ghana playing in all yellow, attacking the goal to your left in this first half. Ghana came out on top in the very first game between these two in qualifying back in November 2023. Just a single goal that day, scored by Inaki Williams with a header from the cross by Gideon Mensah. Inaki Williams scored again against Chad, one of those who scored. Jordan Ayew also with a goal in that one. He scored 5 goals in Ghana's last 3 matches as he really comes to form from the Ayew dynasty of Ghana players. There's Corentin Martins, man who was captain of Auxerre when they won their first title in Ligue 1 in France back in 1996, in the year that they won the double under the great Giroud, who was in charge of Auxerre for 40-odd years. We're back to that position where you can hear Otto Addo, second game back in charge of the Black Stars. He's the 3rd coach in charge of them as well in this qualifying campaign. Took over from Chris Hughton, who was in charge of the first 2 games, including the defeat 1-0 against Comoros that was his last before the return of Addo. Madagascar then decided to take it short in the end. Inside an empty stadium, you really do get to hear those instructions flying around the pitch. Finally, ball comes in from Ayew, back post. First major chance, just over 6 minutes into the game. And it's Salisu, the centre-back, who slides in. Thomas Partey was standing in an offside position, but made it clear he wasn't taking part in play. And Mohamed Salisu, who plays for Monaco in Liga. They were going well, their attempts to qualify for the Champions League next season, which they had qualified for this time around. Gideon Mensah is going to take the throw-in. Ose's only participant at the last World Cup in Qatar, which Ghana didn't enjoy very much, to be honest with you. It was a rather poor campaign from them in the group stage. It's one of a number of World Cups that Ghana have been to, but they have still yet to beat that march all the way through to the last 8, when the World Cup took place on African soil for the first time and only time so far. Salisu into Mensah. Left back gets it back once more. Good defensive structure so far, though, from Madagascar, and a good tackle. Thomas Fontaine, the man who was penalised, the Sochaux man. 3rd division now, Sochaux. They used to be a Ligue 1 team. So then Jordan Ayew with the free kick once more, slightly further out this time as we head towards the 10-minute mark. Madagascar 0, Ghana 0. In it comes from Ayew, back post, oh yes! Well, they had a dress rehearsal with a free kick a few moments ago, but this time right on the money. And Thomas Partey, who was so good against Chad last Friday, comes up with the goal here that opens the scoring for the Black Stars in this top-of-the-table clash. Well, there aren't many fans in tonight, but those that are here absolutely delighted. It's a brilliant delivery and a great header, giving Dupierre no chance at all in the Madagascar goal. So with just over 10 minutes gone, the first shot in anger on target goes straight into the back of the net. No VAR, so the referee's word is final. Goal given, Madagascar 0, Ghana 1. Thomas Partey with the strike. His 14th goal in his 51st match for Ghana after he celebrated his half-centenary last Friday so proficiently. Jeffrey Afriyie going down. Man who came off the bench against Chad, but starting this evening. In it comes, it's a dangerous free kick in again. Jean Marcelin was the man trying to shoot, and in the end he goes rocketing over the bar. Thomas Fontaine with the shot. And frustration for Madagascar in the first half. It's not even going to get a corner. Goal kick to Ghana. Ghana going much better here. They had a terrible Africa Cup of Nations qualifying campaign with just 3 draws from their 6 matches to finish rock bottom of that group. So they won't be heading to this country, Morocco, come December for the finals. Even more ironic that they're having to play here for World Cup qualifying because Madagascar are not allowed to play at home. Couture couldn't quite get there. Ghana again, this would not be good for Madagascar to concede again this close to half-time. Gideon Mensah sends in another ball, but is easily intercepted this time. Back comes Warren Caddy to help out in midfield. Couturier, whose job is in the midfield, feeds a decent ball forward into the path of Randrian Antenia. Good tackle by Partey, still going, the goal scorer, but it runs into Ravalosan. However, it's a free kick, is it? No, referee's helping to carry on. We are into 1 minute of time added on at the end of the first half. It's been a decent rhythm to it. Both sides have taken in chance to come forward, but Ghana overall probably worthy of their half-time lead if they get there. Kudos again, going down under the challenge from the captain Ravalosan. So then, first half comes to an end, and it is the goal by Thomas Partey that separates the two sides in this top-of-the-table clash in Group I. Madagascar have come back well, but have not really created too much in attack at half-time. It is Madagascar 0, Ghana 1. Still going. In the end, good persistence. Ball comes in from Gideon Mensah. Ayu's going to, no, he's going to have another go from outside the area. It's deflected this time and goes behind for a corner. Well, Madagascar, even though they weren't the home side in their last game, Central African Republic were, the game still took place here in Morocco. So they've been able to just stay for the intervening 5 days. Jordan Ayew with the corner kick, good one, and it's a second goal. 8 minutes into the second half and Ghana double their lead. Set piece undoing Madagascar again. Well, out of the blocks fast. Thomas Partey with his second goal of the game. And there's a handful of Ghana fans inside this otherwise empty stadium to cheer. It's a brilliant ball in and a really good rise into the air by the Arsenal man. And Ghana lead by 2-0 in this top-of-the-table clash against the team from the middle of the Indian Ocean. And Corentin Martin's second game in charge is not going according to plan. Well, it's the 6th goal that Ghana has scored from a header in their qualifying campaign, but 2 of those have come in this game alone. Schindler, no way through there. So back it goes to Jiku. Semenyo. Back to the former Strasbourg centre-back. Now in his second season in Turkey. Down to walking pace in the middle. Jordan Ayew, though, tries to inject a little bit of pace. Lovely ball through. And the third goal. Well, smash and grab. And it's Kudus to Kudus, who scores the third goal and surely makes the 3-point save. Well, they've taken this game apart inside the first 12 minutes of the second half. And Madagascar didn't get the next goal, which they surely needed. Good strength shown by the captain, Jordan Ayew, in the middle. And then a little ball through, Kudos shaking off his marker. And scoring his first goal of this World Cup qualifying campaign. And the man whose club, West Ham United, are rather suffering in the English Premier League is certainly enjoying life with the Black Stars. Madagascar 0, Ghana 3.
Again. Well done, Zico. Zico, well done. King. No. He just said no. He said no, come on back.
Away, Mali at home, then they go to Central African Republic and finish against Comoros. That could be a big game, actually, against a side that is also chasing for that single qualifying place and were indeed top after 4 games. It's going to be too far for Kudos to catch up with. As for Madagascar, well, they will lose ground here, so suddenly the margin for error will be vastly reduced for them. African Nations Championship qualifying coming up next for them before they come back to World Cup qualifying in September with a home game, which will probably be outside of the big island in the Indian Ocean against Central African Republic. They then also host Chad before finishing with 2 away games, which is going to be a tricky. Comoros and then Mali. A couple more substitutions coming up then. On comes Ebenezer Annan, the 22-year-old Red Star Belgrade player. Off comes Gideon Mensah, Kudos. And I think Razak Simpson has come on as well. Man who plays in Ghana for Nations FC. Midfielder who has had some reasonable scoring form for his club in recent games. There's Ayew going over for the corner kick. 10 minutes to go. Madagascar 0, Ghana 3. Ayew's going to leave this time. In comes the corner kick near post. Not the best delivery. And Madagascar make an easy escape. Decent ball forward. Abdullah, first touch as he came on as a substitute, gets the ball across, but far too close to the goalkeeper. Benjamin Asare, who makes an easy smother. Just haven't really had the quality today. We've been talking in the match about how they have improved their attack in this World Cup qualifying campaign, but it's been strangely absent against Ghana today.
So yes, there you have it. We hope you enjoyed the match highlight, and if you are watching and you haven't subscribed to the platform yet, do so and let us grow together as one family right here on this platform. Stay blessed and more to come on your way.